Hi, I hope this is going to come through this time. For some reason, the live video doesn't want to start. Here we go. I hope I'm live here now. Just pop me a comment if you see me on here. This is my third attempt at going on live Facebook. So I'm either going to be on there 3 times or not at all. So this time I'm pretty sure I'm on. So again, it's the end of the week. So here we are doing our messages from Spirit. I'd love to hear from you too if this is the segment that you enjoy or if you just do the meditations each morning. It's all good with me. I'm here to help you on your journey. And I feel that these messages connect. There's always someone out there that they're meant for. And sometimes as I'm relaying the message, I do, in my mind, I am bold whether there is someone that this is specifically directed to. So again, I'm using my Goddess Speak cards. And for those of you who have ever had a private reading with me, you know these are the cards that I use. They're ones that I designed, and my daughter did all the artwork on them, so they hold a special place in my heart for me. With having said that, I'd like to remind you that I do private readings here in Marmora in my home, or they can be done by Zoom. And I do have some openings still available for December if you're interested in getting your end of the year reading, or to buy gift certificates for other people. Those are available as well. The gift certificates can be used towards any of my services, whether it's coaching, readings, workshops, and classes. If you want more information about any of those, you can go to my website, mindfuljourney.ca, and under /contacts is where you can see my email address, the calendar that you can go ahead and book your appointments on, all those things. The only thing you can't book through there is if you want my services for weddings, baptisms, or celebrations of life. We have to speak in person for those. Anyway, without further ado, let us move forward with the readings today. I'm going to be doing them the same as I always have been. I'm going to shuffle the cards. When I feel guided to stop, I will choose the top card. I will be choosing 3 of them. So you just go with your gut, go with that intuition, follow your heart. Got all the body parts named there, so we should be good. Whatever card you feel drawn to, and stick with that one. No cheating. Don't wait till the end to see what the cards mean and think, oh, I think I like the meaning of that one. Whatever card you're drawn to, that's the message you need for the upcoming week, specifically for you. Then I'll take all 3 cards and put them together and do a group reading, a message for all of us. So what better time? We're at the end of November, going into a new month, a busy month. So let's see what the first week of December has to offer for us. So I'm going to shuffle now, asking the cards be drawn with messages for the higher good of all. Card number 1. What's the vibe from that one for you? I'm going to be showing them again before I read them, so. Getting ready for card number 2. Ooh, almost cheated on that one. And card number 3. From my end, when I look at this, I go, oh, an interesting combination. So again, here's card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. Are you ready? Those of you who chose card number 1, you chose the crone, and the word is wisdom. So what's that telling us? Well, the crone herself represents the elder. Physically, she's usually someone who's older, and but she's someone who has the wisdom of the years of life that she's had on earth. She can also, though, the crone energy can also come through someone very young. It could be an old soul that carries wisdom within them from past lives or just their life experiences that they've had so far. I mean, there are some people that have gone through an awful lot of life experiences at a young age, and so they can gain a lot of wisdom from that. So this card right now, for the people that chose that, it's telling you to, this would be a good time for you to call upon your inner wisdom. It's not so much going outside and finding that person that already has the wisdom. This time this card is telling me that you have the wisdom within you. You carry within yourself the knowledge and the answers to the questions that you're asking right now. It's just taking time to listen. And I feel that some of you are making a decision and you know what the answer is and the route you should take, but you're putting it off because you really don't want to do it. Putting it off and the indecision is what's making you feel uncomfortable, is what's causing the stress and the worry in your life right now. Deciding that, you know what, I do know what I'm doing, have that self-confidence, I know what's best for me, and this is what I need to do. And finding a way then to go about it. Because I don't even think it's a matter of finding a way. I think you already know what it is you need to do and how to go about it. Just sit quietly, like you do in meditation. Just sit quietly with those questions before you, with that decision making before you, and ask for clarity. And you have the answers already within you. I keep getting that. You already know what you need to do. That it's like a reel in my head right now going over and over and over again. You know what it is you have to do. You know the route you have to take. Once you make the decision, it's like a big weight comes off of you, because then you're able to move forward and start pursuing what it is you need to do. Right now it's like you're stuck and you're afraid of making a mistake. It's that fear that's holding you back. There is no wrong, right or wrong. You will not do something that's wrong. Not doing something, if anything, that's what's wrong. It's because you're at a point in your life where this change needs to be done. It's an opportune time for you to make the change. So take advantage of that. You can still wait and you can do this change 2 months from now, but you'll have 2 months of worry and stress. So don't do that to yourself and to those around you. I feel as though there's other people that are kind of in limbo as well, because they're waiting for you to make up your mind. Or your decision affects other people's, which obviously, you're concerned with that. But you need to move forward. What do you feel is the right move? And simply ask yourself that. Sit quietly, ask what, and be aware of how your body feels when you feel the answer. Does it feel good? Does it feel relaxed? Go with that. Make that change. You can do it. Now is the best time to make those decisions. People that chose card number 2. Interesting, because it's a maiden and her card is innocence. It's a complete other end of the spectrum. When we come into this world, we do have our spiritual knowledge with us, but as far as the human experience, it's a blank page. We're starting a whole new story. And so we come in with that innocence into this world. And I'm being told that now is that time for those that chose this card, that be okay with learning new things. Go wide-eyed into the world, so to speak. Ask the questions that you've got deep inside of you. Let them come out. Try something new. Now is the time to just let that inner child out. Be okay with making a mistake here, or what you consider a mistake. Everything to me is a life lesson, if we look at it that way. You might try something and decide that, you know what, I'm not going to do that again. I think we've all done that, and that's good. You've learned that's something you either don't care for, or don't feel it doesn't suit you, you're not really that good at it, you're not comfortable with it. That's okay. But have the innocence of a child, where they're willing to try new things. I mean, we all were like that once. We wouldn't have been able to talk, to walk, if we had held on to fear of what other people think. Before we developed that, we were learning all the time. Just think how awesome it is for those people that have that ability to let go of that fear of what other people think or about being right or wrong, and just have that adventurous nature to them where they just try new things all the time. I'm a bit jealous of them. I'm a Virgo. I like to have everything planned out and organized, and I'm getting over that a bit. I'm still have that within me, but I've come to understand over the years that there's opportunities that can be missed because you allow your own fear and self-doubt to get in the way of learning new things. So now this week there's going to be opportunities coming up for you, and they're going to be fun. I feel like there's a fun around this for you, and to look at it the same way you would as a child, not childish, but childlike, where there's an innocence there. There's that, oh, I don't know how to do this, but I'm trusting I'm gonna learn something new. I'm gonna try something new. Even if it's a new recipe for the holidays, like step out there, girl, guy, do it. Just try something and have fun with it. She hasn't got the wisdom of the crone yet. And so that's where the energy of the maiden comes in, to help us try new things and do new things, to add to what we already know. With the crone, the problem with her is sometimes the crone energy blocks us because we think we know all the answers, so we don't try new things. So those who chose card number 2, it's your time to try new things and to, again, step out of you haven't done anything fun in a while. Now it's just go and have a good day with the innocence of a child. Just go and do it. Now card number 3 is also the maiden. Now she's uncertainty. As much as card number 1 is talking about doing things with being willing to just go in and do new things with that innocence, that wanting to learn new things, the uncertainty comes with the maiden as well, because every once in a while there's that, I don't know, I got this decision to make and I'm just not sure if I should do it or not. She has that moment of hesitation. But because it's a maiden showing this energy, it also, again, represents new things that are coming up. There's things that you haven't tried yet. There's ideas that are new to you, which inside of you bring up questions. And you're just not sure if you should be even thinking those questions or asking those questions. But there's that curiosity there that the maiden holds. She doesn't hold judgment like perhaps the mother or crone would. She's just saying, I'm not sure about that. And that's okay, because we need that moment of hesitation there. So I feel that you're going to have things, again, the whole thing seems to be drifting this way, and I'm getting ahead of myself because I'll put the whole thing together here in a minute. But the theme here for all the cards, and especially for this one, is that there are decisions that are coming up this week. It is the time to make them, but for those that have the card number 3, the uncertainty, that doesn't mean to put off making a decision. It just means it's a time for you to do some reflection on what your choices are. And it's also a time for you to consult with someone else. And what I mean by that is you're uncertain of which decision you need to follow, and I feel that for some of you out there, especially a couple of you, it's more an internal, personal changes in your life that you're about to make. And you've already decided, you think, well, maybe I need to do them. And it's more personal, more, you want some spiritual growth, for example, which I think at least one of you is looking that way. And I feel that there's also moving through a grieving process, or and the grieving process that can represent whether it's a loss of a loved one, a job, even part of ourself when we're changing, we know we want to move forward, we want to kind of elevate ourselves, evolve, and yet shedding that skin of who we used to be can be scary. So I think that you're at that point, and for those people, it is a time of, yes, self-reflection, but it is a good time as well to reach out to others, to a group, to an individual that can help guide you. Sometimes that's all you need, is for someone to hold space with you, so that can help put you on that path. And that's, where things like spiritual coaching come in, or even just sitting with a friend over tea, one that will listen to you, hold space for you, so that you can talk it out. Because sometimes when we talk it out, have you ever done that, where you've been with someone, in your head you got this great idea, and as soon as it comes out of your mouth you think, oh, wait a minute, I don't know if I really that's such a great idea after all. So sometimes we just need a space that we feel safe in, that we can say things and not be judged. So also, again, for you this week, there are opportunities for you that come up and you're just a little unsure of them, and that's okay. Think it over yourself, and then also reach out to others to hold that space for you. All right, so when we put this all together, as you said, can probably tell yourself by now, there's a common theme here for the upcoming week. We're going into a time where there is changes for us, opportunities that are coming up. And so we need to, the main thing here, the main card was card number 1, if you remember, and that was the crone, the wisdom card. So what that tells me is that these are personal changes, and that we have the answers within us already. It's like you're on a journey, and you got your roadmap here. Oh, aging myself, right? GPS in your hand now, but you have your map here that's telling you where to go, and you haven't looked at it for a while. And now's the time where you got to stop and you wonder, am I in the right place? Do I go left or do I go right? So you pull your map out because you've carried that knowledge. You've got it in your pocket already. So that's like your wisdom. You're carrying it out. What have I learned from my journey thus far? And how does that help me to make a decision on where I go next? Now, like I started to mention before, the crone is wonderful because she has lots of knowledge, and she carries with her the knowledge that she either brought into this world or has gained through life experiences. She's been the maiden, she's been the mother, and here she is. That's why elders in other cultures have always been respected for their knowledge and foresight and hindsight, if you will, too. However, what sometimes happens with a crone is, because they've been there and done that, they think they know how it needs to be done. And as we all know, times change, and you kind of have to adapt. Quite often the base of that knowledge is still the same, but we have to change how we go about doing things. And that's what we're being reminded now with card number 2. Something to help support that wisdom is the innocence. Use the knowledge that you have, use your roadmap, but also call upon that sense of adventure. It's just like if you're taking a trip and you reach your destination, say it's a city you're going to, or country club, or whatever it is. And once you're there, though, you see that, oh, they have these activities here. And that's where uncertainty might come in. Well, I don't know if I should try them or not. That's good to think about it for a minute, because that's kind of the wisdom of the crone coming in too. Let's think about this. Have we done this before, and what were the results? Like, I wouldn't try climbing a mountain, as much as I'd love to think that that would be a wonderful thing to do. I also realize that I am not physically able to do that sort of thing. So I might think, how can I go about that same sense of adventure in a different way? So the innocence of the child, or of the maiden here, it's the one that's prompting us to try new things and reminding us that don't automatically think that a goal is not achievable. Instead, look at it in new ways. Use your wisdom that you have from past experiences. Stop and think about it with that uncertainty just for a little bit. Let me think about that, but then decide that, you know what, I'm going to draw on that maiden energy of innocence and think, let's do something new. Let's try something new. And it doesn't have to be anything huge. It can be, like I said, just try a new recipe for your Christmas cookies or something. But just do it. This is the week to do it. And I believe we're coming into a full moon as well. So the energy off the full moon represents completion of a cycle and getting ready for a new one. So what better time to use the energy of that moon to bring these things forward. So I hope you enjoyed today's readings. And again, a reminder that if you ever want to book your own, contact me, and we can do them in person or via Zoom. Also, for any of you in the Marmora area, on Monday at 2 o'clock at my home here in Marmora, I will be having the Healing Circle meditation. I had to change it from the last Monday of the month to this coming Monday, but the theme will be Yule time. We're going to have a lot of fun. Of course, there's a meditation and always a cup of tea. You don't have to register, but I would like you sending me an email or a message just so I have an idea who's going to be showing up that day. So anyway, until then, until Monday when we're back with morning meditations, have a wonderful weekend. Namaste.